Okay, good morning. Welcome to
AwesomeMath number 133.
AwesomeMath133. So we were working on this problem in the book today,
Yep.
and it really was giving us fits. So since we were getting close to the dog walk time, we just decided we'd do it for a movie. So we're trying to approximate the square root of 5, and the question was, what's the closest integer to the 4 times the square root of 5?
Yeah.
All right. So tell me some thoughts about this.
Well, you can do square root of 5. We could square root of 4. It's pretty close, and the square root of 4. Square root of 4. It's 2, so we know that 2 is less than square root of 5 is less than 3.
Okay. Why is it less than 3?
Well, because it's in between the square root of 4 and the square root of 9.
Okay. All right. So we can say something very simple about the square root of 5 that is between 2 and 3.
Yeah.
Okay. Great.
So now we were trying to approximate. We have to approximate 4 times the square root of 5. So
All right.
4. So 8 is less than 4. This times the square root of 5 is less than 12.
Okay. So, because we knew where the square root of 5 was between 2 and 3,
Yep.
we knew where 4 times the square root of 5 was. It was between 8 and 12.
Yep.
So what are the possible integers that could be the closest integer to 4 times the square root of 5?
Well, some of the possible ones, they could be maybe 8 or 12.
Okay. What are all of the possible ones?
Well, I can't figure that.
Okay. We know 4 times the square root of 5 is in between 8
Yeah.
and 12. So what are the possible integers that could be the
Maybe-
closest to 4 times the square root of 5?
Maybe 9 or
9 might be one.
9 or 9 or 10.
Okay.
They-
Now, what are all of them? What are all of my choices
Well,
that might be the closest
8,
integer?
9, 10, 11, and 12.
Okay, very good. So it might be 8, it might be 9, it might be 10, it might be 11, and it might be 12. Okay, we don't know.
So, well,
So in this one, we could say it was between 2 and 3. This one we say it's between 8 and 12, but we're trying to find the closest one. And it's going to be one of those because we know it's bigger than 8. 4 times the square root of 5 is bigger than 8. We know 4 times the square root of 5 is less than 12. But we don't know which one of these is going to be closest.
well, we can approximate 2. 2 is less than the square root of 5, so we can do 2 times 4. It's 8.
Yeah.
So, and a real approximation is going to be bigger because 4 times the square root of 5, it's bigger than 8.
Right. Right. It is going to be bigger than 8, but it might be like 8.01,
So, well,
which would be bigger than 8.
well, but we can cross out. We can cross off. We can cancel these ones. Oh, we can't cancel 9.
Why can you cross those ones out?
Well, we can cross them off because it's just a little. It's not one integer. It's not like it wouldn't be around. It wouldn't be around, maybe around 9.
Well, you don't know that is the problem.
It's just we don't know how much bigger it is. Well, you can say it's like 8 plus some number a.
Yeah.
And then, actually, we can say it's 2 plus a, and then get 4 over it. It's 8 plus 4a.
Yeah. So even if a was small, 4 times a might be large and get you up to maybe 9 or 10 or 11 or 12.
Yeah.
I don't think we can cross those off just with what we've done so far.
Not yet.
Okay, so we need a different approach. What's the trouble with 4 times the square root of 5? What makes it hard to approximate?
Well, it's not rational.
Okay, can you make it rational?
Well, we can approximate it as a number.
We could approximate it as a number, but we don't know how to do that, really. How else? What else do you know? What are some things you know how to do with square roots?
Well, you could square everything.
Ah, okay. So why don't you write x equals 4 times the square root of 5?
X. We have to get the square root, so we could square everything.
Okay. X squared
X squared
is what?
It's 16 times 5.
Which is what?
16 times 5. I think that would be 80.
Okay.
So 80.
Okay, so we know our number. We don't know what the number is, but we know when we square it, we get 80.
So
does that help you see what integer is going to be very close to x?
well, it's gonna be around 9 because it's around 81, so it would be really close to 9.
See, 9 squared is 81.
Yeah.
And this number squared, whatever this mystery number is, 4 times the square root of 5, when you square it, you get 80. So that means it must be really close to 9.
So 9.
So 4 times the square root of 5 is approximately 9. Now, so remember, you accidentally crossed 9 out.
But
It's really close to 9.
yeah.
In fact, it's approximately equal to 9 minus 1/18.
9 minus. Wow.
So it's really close to 9, believe it or not.
Oh.
So there you go. When we have a 1 square root like that, the thing we know how to do is we can square it and see what it is. And then we can look for numbers that are close to that. And sometimes that's going to help. In this case, that actually really did help. All right, good job. Good job.